Hello fellow daydreamers, and welcome back to another monthly bullet journal setup of mine. I've really enjoyed the month of April, even if it was a steady grind of work, uni and personal projects. The Taurus energy still helped me to ease through that and relax in my off time as best as I could. The spreads in my journal definitely helped with that as well. The cottagecore theme helped romanticize my struggles, especially my mood tracker was what I liked most, and my habit tracker is quite full as well. So for the products that I'm using this month, I'm using my Faber-Castell pens again, this time in the colors dark cadmium yellow, Indian red, ultramarine and also cold grey 6. And for my theme I also found matching papers in these colors and an array of cut-outable things and some washi and stickers as always. For my cover page, I'm again bringing back the watercolor in the color yellow because that is the Gemini color. Gemini is the sign that represents this month because it starts in May. Gemini itself is represented by a set of twins and belongs to the element of air. I don't have actually that many Geminis in my life, so this was really exciting, getting to know this sign more closely. They seem to be the life of the party and a great pal to talk to. Different than other signs, Gemini really do have just yellow as their color, so I used 2 shades of yellow in my watercolors and just found other more poppy bright shades would fit to complement that yellow, which got me to the idea of using primary colors, so the yellow alongside blue and red. And with that and the whole characteristics I found out about Gemini, I found that a more retro, kind of playful theme that I also associate with arcades and such would be a nice fit. So I've opted for a more bold font as well, but it is also kind of wonky and layered, which pays homage to the element of air and the flexibility that Gemini is set to have. At this point I also want to say a little disclaimer. I really don't want to reduce anyone to their sign and the qualities that it is said to be. It's just for me to have a monthly set of inspiration for my setups, and it's working out really nicely thus far. I've also opted for another Dutch door with starker contrasts of those main colors. For my goals, I most certainly have to focus on my second bachelor's exam. That is the most important right now. After that, I'm still on a self-care journey, wanting to implement more of those rituals more often in my hopefully more me time next month. And then I also want to reconnect with my friends after the stressful uni period. The social nature of Gemini can for sure help me with that. So I just referenced my quarterly goals and my roadmap to fill in my goals. As for my projects, the uni exam is at the same time a specific project I need to plan for, so I labeled it here as well. Beside that, I have another presentation in a seminar, and I really want to up my group fitness class skill again by practicing Shabam, the course that I teach, more intently. And then I also want to host some social events. To further emphasize on that more retro feel, I have these random rectangular and sharp shapes layered over each other. I think it fits nicely. And then we're going into the Gemini characteristics. Geminis are said to be flexible in their minds, especially innovative, clever, energetic, very social and outgoing, curious, and they appear rather youthful most of the time and are overall active people. For my decor, I found this paper that has all the primary colors in it, so I thought that would be a nice base to like peek through on all the other pages through the layered Dutch door. And I have some nice cutouts as well, and some more retro pieces like this TV that I stuck down. And then we're already moving into my calendar spread. So this time it's one big calendar with distinct boxes. So I thought this might help me to not blend all the days together, but to see every day as a new start, a new opportunity. And I think that positive and energizing viewpoint is what I need for this last month of uni struggle, and is also really well aligned with the Gemini characteristics. But still, there is a color-coded column for every box to still have a bigger understanding of what my day might entail. I also have a YouTube tracker below the calendar boxes and below the mantra. And this time I split it into the YouTube shorts and the normal long form content to have an even better overview. I'm also bringing back some more drop shadows to further up the contrast of the boxes and tie all the three main colors in together once more. Also, this bright contrast really seems kind of loud to me, which also fits with the Gemini atmosphere. And again, I'm dividing the colors into work, uni, YouTube, and me time. And then I'm also having a tarot card for this month, and I drew a big arcana card, the renewal, which tells you about bigger changes that are coming and something is coming to an end successfully. And what I derived from those descriptions is you are prepared to face the change awaiting, which I associate that with especially my bachelor's degree that awaits me next month, and hopefully I will be successful in completing that one. And since most of the page is taken up by the planning section and the Dutch door elements, I'm going for smaller washi bits, cutouts and stickers. They are all bright, poppy and positive, though to keep with the theme. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the messenger planet of communication, and that would possibly also explain why they are so good in this department. They seem to be really social creatures. And the stones for Gemini is the agate, which inspired the blue color as well, because I was googling pictures of agates and they have such nice colors. Also really poppy, and they also have the stone pearl. Also, I'm going back in with a more bold title, adding this arrow that also has kind of light bulbs in it. It's the kind of sign you would see outside a nightclub or an arcade, as I said, very fitting for this retro theme. So since Gemini is all about challenging their tasks playfully and in a positive way, I chose to do a minigame type mood tracker. And with this whole thought of arcades and old school games, I thought about Tetris because I once saw I think it was a mood or a habit tracker that was in the form of the Tetris game. So I wanted to do my own version of that. So different moods will be different Tetris stones, and I'll try to fit them in a nice way. So I'll be kind of playing this game all throughout next month. My memory spread is what I always did, a single spread with some more minimal decoration. Due to the Dutch store expanding a little, I do have more space than the last 2 months, which is perfect since I'll be pursuing more events later in May. Basically, after my bachelor degree is done, I can be fully free and social again. I really want to emphasize that this month. For the decor, there's also smaller pieces in all 3 signature colors that I use all throughout the setup. I'm also looking through my cutouts, and I have this funky surreal clock that is becoming liquid, and I put a sticker next beside it saying, "Do not worry, be happy," because I am kind of fixating on the fact that the bachelor degree is so close and I don't have much time left. So I wanted to reference that, but still do it in a positive, uplifting way, like a Gemini would consider that. For my habits and projects, I'm again filling in the Dutch store with another color. This time is blue on the left side, and I'm working on the bottom of this Dutch door, which will be yellow since it's the main color of Gemini. I wanted the biggest section of the Dutch door to be yellow. Well, the movement I associate with Gemini is jumping or wriggling through a crowd trying to talk to everybody. And for my habit trackers, I had another bold retro pattern in mind for it to keep it interesting. In the end, it looks like a funky checkerboard, which also refers to that jumping zigzag movement I see in Gemini. And I decided to divide my habits into different sections that are important to me, which are career, chores, self-care and social for this month. For my career, it is uni, my work at the cinema, practicing teaching group fitness, so dancing, and YouTube. For chores, it's mainly cooking and cleaning since that is what I do most often. Self-care is a bigger part since it's a goal of mine this month. Reading, doing things that are beauty related, facials, journaling and yoga. And for the social part, it's texting people, talking to people, helping someone or any kind of social event I host or attend. For the projects, I go along like always. This page still hasn't changed, but it kind of just has to work, so it's fine. It still has a lot of funny decoration beside it to lift my mood, since this is the bottom piece of my layered Dutch door design. I found a nice quote about spring saying, "Spring is a lovely reminder of how beautiful change can truly be." That fits with my current turbulent situation as well as the tarot card I got for this month. I also put someone in yellow dungarees there because I think a Gemini would wear that, being kind of fun, active and young in their hearts. And we're on to my first weekly for May. I chose a vertical double spread style, so I have a lot of planning space. So here I put stickers with the numbers just to change it up a bit, but they still have this retro feel. To make it a bit more funky, I put the boxes at different heights but still kept them consistent in size, referring back to my calendar spread that was done in a similar way. And I also put several drop shadows for the boxes in my 3 primary colors. And I also brought back my shorts and YouTube video tracker in my weekly spread to be more precise about what exactly I'm filming and editing. And I have a little section at the top of each box for my events, and the rest of the space is just for a to-do list. And I'm ending it with some more decoration of those funny poppy fruits and a little bus and a stamp. And now we're into the final flip through. This was really fun to set up, and I think it flows nicely with just those 3 primary colors working so nicely together because they make each other pop. And that's all there is for the month of May for now. I hope you enjoyed setting up with me or watching me do so. I'm really trying to take up the energy and positivity of Gemini this month, and if you wish to dream along some more, please subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye!